Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Alright guys, what's up? MR.TwoSix checking back in. So today we have two kits, same model, different colors, and they're both from obviously the same model. They're both 30-minute mission kits. So we'll go ahead and unbox one. I already finished the other, and I'll give you my thoughts really quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and paint these. So let's just open this up. So here we have the, however you want to call it. I call it the Rabiot. I'm going with the silent T at the end instead of Rabiot. And this one obviously is the orange. And here's some of the box art. Very well done. And let's go ahead and see what comes in here. Alright, so we have three runners. Alright. So, let me go on the floor, whatever. We have a runner for the weapons. Pretty basic. Runner for the joints or frame parts, whatever you want to call them. Again, pretty basic or standard on all 30-minute mission kits. And then finally, we have the armor, which in this case is orange and a like a coyote brown type of deal. Really nice color. Pretty cool there. And then we have a small runner of polycaps, if you even call this a runner or consider it a runner. You know, pretty standard. And then a sheet of stickers. And this one has more than just numbers. So it has a couple insignias in black and white. And then smaller ones down here on the bottom, black and white. And then the traditional numbers. So, all in all, pretty basic, but to be honest with you, pretty enjoyable to put together. So my thoughts on the Rabiot. I think this is probably my favorite 30-minute mission kit. And why? Why is that? Because it's easy to put together. This isn't an alto with extra armor. This is its own thing, which helps. It makes it a lot easier to build. So I'll go ahead and show you. This is the one I did build, the white version. Again, pretty standard for a 30-minute mission kit. Here's the completed kit. Don't worry, I'll get close-up shots later, but that's pretty much it right there. No panel lining, because again, I'm gonna paint this and the orange one, so I didn't want to do any panel lines just yet. But this was actually very enjoyable to put together because it's its own model. Not like I have the ground. Is it the ground type? I have the alto ground type, and it's kind of frustrating to deal with because in the manual it tells you you can either put this together as it is in the alto, or you could put it like this for the ground type, and it gets a little confusing. M was putting that together and she got up to the legs, and at that point, I mean, I couldn't even figure it out. So I've just put it to the side for now as I've moved along. But this, the Rabiot, is its own model, so it doesn't share parts, or it's not based off the Alto or the Portanova. It's its own thing, and and that made it enjoyable. And I like the bulk of it. something different. And then that's pretty much it. And then here's the manual. Again, pretty normal for a 30-minute mission kit. And all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. So I'll do some close-ups now of the white one since it's done. Or actually, I'll get the orange one done pretty quick because these literally are 30-minute missions. Well, not really missions because a mission insinuates that it's something that's difficult. This is actually these are fairly easy to put together and enjoyable. And they have a lot of detail in them for what they are. So let's go ahead and get some close-up shots of these as they come, and then we'll take a look at those custom Rabiots. All right, guys, see you in a bit. Alright guys, so here we have the base color of dark yellow down. This is a really nice color. It's kind of like a camel tan. I actually do like the color a lot. Let's see if it'll pick it up. It won't, whatever. But you guys get the point. It's a really nice color. The theme I'm going on this Rabiot is going to be like a desert camo. So this is going to be the first time I use this, so we'll see how it goes. I know this says that this is for airbrush, but I'm using this for spray paint. So there we go. Just want to get the whole thing out. Pretty much, from what I've heard, it's just basically silly putty. So let's see how this stuff goes. This is fun. A very rubbery, obviously, texture to it. There we go. Just rolling it so I can get it thin. Alright guys, so we used the camouflage plastic putty. Let's see how this came out. See those little glops of stuff? Let me see. Looks just like melted plastic. Let's see what this looks like. Alright guys, so as you watch me struggle take the putty off the chest right here on the Rabiot, a couple of things I learned along the way are Q-tips help in removing the putty, and also if you get like a nice little clump of putty, maybe the size of a quarter, and you just start dabbing it over the parts that you painted, and the putty will just stick to those parts. It makes removing the putty so much easier, so much less messier, and it definitely speeds up the process, because there's some times where you're trying to pull it off with your fingers or a toothpick or something, and you just get like this string, like a string of cheese that just never ends, and you just keep extending and and finally it breaks and it just vanishes in thin air, and next thing you know it's on the floor, you're stepping on it. But yeah, so Q-tips and a little glob of putty goes a long way, and I couldn't be any more happier with the putty itself. So that's my 2 cents on dealing with the putty. So here we go. Here are the 2 custom Rabiots. We have on the left a desert operations, and on the right a space operations Rabiot. Both of them are using the Light My Bricks LED kits that I had reviewed previously. Currently I'm only running them off batteries, but when they go on the shelf they will be to direct power via USB, so I don't have to constantly turn on and off or worry about batteries. So all in all, I'm very happy with how both of them came out. The putty worked flawlessly. Have nothing negative to say about the putty. You can actually reuse the putty after it's been painted on. So I guess up until this point I've already done 2 projects, so I can say it'll go on forever. But so the desert operations, my idea behind it was I like the color schemes of the World War II German tanks that were in the don't want to say, was it? I'll say it was in the African theater of war, which happens to be a lot of desert. So, and this was like the colors that they used. They had like the coyote tan and olive drab, and then you had this red. And I just like the color combination. I think it looks really good. They look really good together, and that's pretty much it. I just did the entire kit like that, and we let it fly. But in all seriousness, I'm very happy with how it came out. The putty held up very well, and mind you, to get this, you paint your base color, which in this case was the tan or yellow, and then I put the putty on the parts I wanted to cover. Then I sprayed the green, I left the putty on, I put another layer of putty, and that is when I painted the red. And that's how you get the 3-color effect in this camo, and the putty held up. So I'm happy with how it all came out. So and the thing is with the 30-minute mission kits is that you have to understand these have a lot more panel lines in them and details than a regular high grade does. So you can't just use tape to mask off certain areas. You have to use something that can get in those crevices to cover them. So that's why the putty was so good. So this one, the space operations one, I modeled it in color scheme off of the Dom. So we have the black shoulders, black head with the red face mask, the black waist and knees, and the gray chest and back. So instead of just doing the arms and legs in that lilac purplish color that comes on the Dom, I decided to do something a little different. Originally I was just gonna do the purple and the teal. I decided to add the red later, and I really like how the colors come together. I think they blend together very well, so I'm very happy with how this came out. So again, I'm just happy and I'm excited that everything just worked as I planned. And I also used a dry brushing technique on this, as you can see on all of it basically, and that's the first time I've done that, and I love how it came out. It came out really good. So that's it, guys. That's all I got for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the other side. Peace.